hello to our great supporters and other interested parties and observers. This is the 15th edition of American Sunlight News and Literature podcast. We, the young women cadre that are keeping the Mark Green for Federal Way City Council campaign afoot and in the spotlight, are very appreciative of our beloved leader as well as his studious and energetic leadership. We look after Mark, keep his health up, and make sure that he does his daily calisthenics and bicycling or walking. At Mark's age of 69 years old, and just months away from his 70th birthday, nothing can be taken for granted, nor does Providence necessarily grant us the next day, whether 69 or 19, but we march boldly forward to the rising sun no matter what. Also, a special thank you to Evangeline Brewster for her brilliant management of the campaign so far. Her insistence that campaign signs go up, no matter how lightly signs are regarded, was a stroke of genius because the overall campaign is gaining notice because of them. Evangeline thanked me, Tara Sam, for the basic, online management of the campaign. Signs, websites, Twitter, it's all a part of getting the word out and getting Mark elected to an office for the first time in his life. The council will be a whole new world, and from there Mark could reach any heights, including the presidency one day. In 1964, when Mark was 10 years old, his late mother, Ellen Green, predicted he would become president by inscribing a line in a book that she bought for him from Hudson's department store in Detroit. In history, stranger things have happened. We'll leave it at that. Right now, we are all about rising to the occasion, ensuring that our beloved Mark is elected to the Federal Way Council, position 1 seat. Every sunrise or shortly thereafter, we get up and do our work to see to it that the mechanics are put in motion to pull off this victory. Call it a long shot, call it perennial, or call it underdog, but we are not deterred by name-calling or slights as we forage on bit by bit until the puzzle is put together and Mark is on the council. We are not fazed by people who berate Mark as just another politician, and that may be so, but some politicians are better than others, and it takes a government to run a civilization, and it takes politicians to run governments. If you don't believe that, let a land mass of 350 million people have no government whatsoever and see how that works out. Actually, whether you called it by name or not, there will always be a government of sorts, whether it is run by thugs, criminals, strongmen, monarchists, or the people. Believe me, by the people, as since the days of our founding fathers, and practiced, to some extent, in ancient Greece and Rome, is the tried and true method. The libertarian democratic republic sunrise of America in the 18th century does not necessarily have to stay atop in minds of the world's scholars as the most brilliant governing embodiment the world has ever known, not if we let demagogues, totalitarians, globalists, and propagandists, who will tether onto any shiny object of concern to distract you. Whether it is mindlessly telling you that the world will sink into a rat hole if we do not follow their climate change fanaticism, or trying to make us feel guilty about our great nation traditionalism, better to try out their radicalistic wares on us in the hopes that we will follow them into, quote-unquote, utopia. Every era has a choice, sunrise or sunset. We choose to walk in the sunlight. Thank you for listening to the 15th edition of American Sunlight News and Literature. Strength, honor, and nation.